Want to open a group home in California? Here's the insider's guide to getting licensed, funded, and becoming profitable. The first step in starting a group home is to identify the specific population you want to serve and the services you plan to provide. California hosts a diverse range of group homes, including foster youth, adults with disabilities, seniors, and substance abuse recovery. Clearly defining your target population and purpose will guide the design of your group home, staffing needs, and policies. I personally own and operate care homes, or what you would call RCFEs, in California, but mine are in Arizona. I've shown thousands of people how to own this style of home, so if you are interested in learning how to cash flow $10,000 a month off an RCFE, stick around, I'll break it down. But group homes here first. California has strict regulations for group homes, with oversight provided by the Department of Social Services through its Community Care Licensing Division. The specific requirements depend on the type of group homes that you plan to open. The DSS regulates homes serving foster children, adults with disabilities, and elderly residents, while the Department of Health Care Services oversee homes offering substance abuse recovery programs. You must apply for the appropriate license based on your services and group that you are serving, such as Adult Residential Care Facility License, what I do, or Residential Care Facility for the Elderly license. Staff must complete specialized training in first aid, CPR, medication management, and crisis intervention. Your facility also needs to comply with California's physical plan standards, which include accessible entryways, fire safety systems, and adequate living space for residents. Additionally, check local zoning laws to make sure group homes are permitted at your chosen location, as some municipalities require special use permits. A well-structured business plan is important for securing funding, managing operations, and meeting state licensing requirements. It should begin with a mission statement that clearly defines your group home's purpose and goals. Next, identify your target population, who your home is for. Outline the services offered and detail the type of care, support, and programs provided. Your operational plan should cover staffing needs, residency capacity, and day-to-day operations. Include a facility description that highlights the home's layout and accessibility features. A thorough financial plan should cover your startup costs, ongoing costs, and potential revenue sources. Finally, develop a marketing strategy to attract residents and build awareness of your group home. We gotta let people know you exist. Operating a group home requires substantial financial resources, but California offers various funding options to help. Federal and state grants, such as those with the Department of Housing and Urban Development or the California Department of Social Services, can provide support. Small business loans and nonprofit financing can also help cover startup costs. Additionally, Medicaid and Medicaid waivers offer funding for homes serving individuals with disabilities or the elderly. Private donations, community fundraisers, and crowdfunding platforms can supplement your budget. Many group homes also charge rent or program fees, usually subsidized by state or federal assistance programs, ensuring financial sustainability. Finding the right location is a critical step in starting your group home. The facility has to comply with state and local regulations while ensuring a safe and comfortable environment for residents. First, verify that the property is zoned for residential care and get any necessary permits. It must also meet the ADA standards, Americans with Disability Act. This includes things like ramps, wide doorways and hallways, accessible bathrooms, all of those type of features. Figure out the home's capacity while making sure that there's sufficient space for bedrooms, bathrooms, and common areas. Safety features like fire alarms, sprinklers, and emergency exits are essential. The quality of care your group home provides depends on hiring compassionate and skilled staff. Direct care staff assist residents with daily living activities like bathing, dressing, and eating. Medical professionals provide health care services when needed, including medication administration and physical therapy. Case managers coordinate services and resources while support staff handle cooking, cleaning, and maintenance. California requires group home staff to complete specific training, including CPR and first aid certification, crisis intervention techniques, as well as specialized training for working with individuals with disabilities or behavioral challenges. Depending on what type of group home you're starting, things are going to vary. So this is a generic video with guidelines that somewhat apply to all. But if you're serious about cash flowing and serving seniors in California, check out this video next, where our students in San Diego, Santa Clara, Walnut Creek, Temecula, Chowchilla, San Juan Capistrano, San Jose, and Redondo Beach, just to name a few, got started. We help people learn step-by-step how to do this, and it all starts right here on YouTube with this next video. Back to opening a group home. Once your facility is ready and your staff is trained, you can submit your application to the appropriate licensing agency. The process typically includes background checks for all staff and administrators, submitting a detailed application with your business plan, policies, and procedures, as well as passing facility inspections for health and safety and fire compliance. There may also be licensing fees, and the review process may take several months, so plan accordingly. Once you receive your license, it's time to promote your group home and attract residents. Collaborate with social workers, healthcare providers, and advocacy groups to find potential residents. Create a professional website that highlights your services, your mission, and success stories. Attend community events and join local organizations and network with other care providers to increase visibility. Additionally, use social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram to connect with families, share updates, and showcase the positive impact of your group home. Once you've secured residents, it's time to open your first group home. Woohoo! Make the transition smooth by welcoming residents with an orientation and personalized care plan, and by hosting an open house for families and community members to learn about your home and all you have featured. Continue monitoring staff performance and make sure residents feel supported by gathering feedback. Keep learning with us and follow us right here on YouTube for more.